Well, this is Bell. He is 7 years old. He is gelding, and I got him when he was 4. His history was that he was sold to a 16-year-old girl, and it was quite too much for her to handle, so I guess he has a bit of a free start in life, in how you can go over others. Not like not so good at social distancing and cues and all of that. So in the beginning he was quite almost dangerous, I would say. People was afraid of him. So people like got out of the riding arena when we came and all of that. So he's a very social guy, but not so good at the social cues. I can't have him with other horses in the field because he climbs and hunts them down and climbs. He doesn't kick. He's just like being an ass. So we have worked a bit with your program before, and I think I have a much calmer horse now, but there's still some problems. I think he could be a bit more gentleman than he is. Not like be in my space as much and not try to bite me sometimes. But I think his biggest problem right now is he's like very reactive in the head. He can't like stay calm in certain situations, and then he doesn't see the people around him and he can just like go over them. And that is also shown when we go out riding in the forest or anything like that. And at the arena we haven't been away on a competition at all, and he's 7, as I said. It's a very difficult horse to read because it's not like, you know, you can not just get up and be angry about it and then he will like say okay. It's like a hard nut to figure out, because I don't feel like he's afraid of the fences. It's more like he's just like nonchalant sometimes, not with me in the brain. So it's like, oh my god, there's a fence, and he stops. And when he's very in line with my riding and everything, it works all fine. But if we are not at home and there's like a lot of distractions everywhere, it's harder to get that focus on me, and he stops. And he can be really stubborn. It's not like if I push him, he's just going to be very mad. He's never been on the rear legs upright, but he's like the opposite, so he stands on his front legs and like the back just flips over.
Det är ingen bra alls det där.
So he doesn't freak me out in any sense, but I think I need help with the brain to figure out how we are going to overcome these problems, because it's an amazing horse. He has a bright future if the head is with me in the game. So he's such a great horse, uses his body amazingly and jumps fantastic. So he has a lot of good stallions and very electric and difficult stallions in the pedigree line. I think it's called pedigree. So it's Balobederouet, Niveau, Emerton. So it's a lot of stallions that has a lot of temper to them. So the great thing about him is that he is a fantastic jumper and a fantastic ride. I've never sat on anything so quite marvelous to ride, so that's amazing. But he also likes to do stuff. He thinks he's the king and needs to be treated that way. So if everybody else is going away in a trailer or doing anything, he is very jealous. He wants to be the center of attention all the time. So that's great. I can like trail him by myself, no problem. He runs in the trailer. And he would be a fantastic horse to work with, I think, because he's a bit of a unique example and not the classic problem horse, I guess. We really need help, and I have followed your program very long for very many years now. But I think this particular horse is very unique, so I think I need you to see him in real life to figure him out for me, so you can help me how I'm going to figure him out, because I've always described him as a mare, a red mare, a stallion, and a gelding in one package. So it's nothing you can just buy and figure out in a week. Always need to think about safety with horses, of course, but this horse is like, you need to think like 3 or 4 or 5 more times about that, because like in the beginning of the summer I got stuck in the fencing, so I had my head I was going to crawl under the fence, and then he got scared. So he got scared, and then he kicked out his hind leg and accidentally kicked my mouth. I think he somewhat saw me, because he ended up like taking it back, but he saw me too late, so I got a bit of a strike on the mouth. He has given me 2 concussions anyway, because he has like reacted to something and like put up his head like that and knocked me out in the face. The reactive issue is an issue for himself as well, because if it isn't me who had been kicked in the mouth or knocked out, it's himself making himself an injury in the pasture. So that's a bit of a problem also. He's right now waiting for the farrier, because he had an 8-day treatment of Metacam, it's called, the medicine, to treat a small injury in the pasture. And when he was nearly done, he pulled the shoe, so now he is very he has pain in that other foot instead. So it's very hard to keep him whole in the pasture. Yeah, it's a bit of a full-time horse to take care of. I have a hope that would help him to calm down and just redirect the stress, so it doesn't need to get that reactive all the time. And in the pasture, and when I'm on him, and on the fields, and in the arena, just make him overall more a safe horse, and a nice horse to own, and not be like really needing to plan everything to the smallest millimeter to not be injured, me or him. I can't just jump on and ride out. At the moment I need to plan it days ahead, because he needs to be tired to properly manage the situation outside of the stable and the farm. So would like to get some help.